Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and namaste to all my dear friends and masters. I am Vikal Gupta from Bangalore, Omega Pyramid Dallas, PSSM Corporate, and Pyramid Valley International. Welcome you all to day 86 of this 365 days daily meditation stillness beat program. So, masters, thank you very much and deep gratitude to all of you for taking out time and joining from all across the globe and being the part of this journey. So, as we all are aware, the main purpose of this program was to provide a platform on daily basis for a consistent meditation practice. So, without further ado, let's welcome Master Sarath for day 86 to guide us through meditation. Good morning, Sarath.
Good morning, Vikal. Thank you very much.
Over to you, Sarath.
Yeah, hope my audio is okay.
Perfect.
All right. So, so, masters, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Now, meditation, we should not put any effort. We have to get into meditation as we are. That's the reason why we begin with being in silence for next 12 seconds. So, gather yourself, collect yourself. There is nothing to do. Just be in silence for next 12 seconds. Okay. The method what we are going to use is Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, which is breath meditation. The steps are very simple. Sit in comfortable sitting posture, clasp your fingers, cross your feet, close your eyes, and be with your natural breath. It's very simple. Now, you have to be just there as a witness. There is nothing to do. Meditation is non doing. Getting away from all the doing. There is no action. So now just slowly close your eyes. Be present where you are. Observe whatever comes to your conscious awareness. Let go of everything. Let go of your identity. Let go of anything which is holding you back. Relax your body. No stiffness. Just relax. Breathing is happening at your frequency. Turn your attention to your breath. Relax. The incessant stream of breathing going on from the time of our birth. See, without any effort, the inhalation is starting on its own. That should be the attitude. No effort whatsoever. Exhalation. Wait for inhalation to begin and be with the breath from then onwards. Relax. Next 10 minutes, be very sincere. No deviations, no chanting, no visualizations. Just be with the breath intensely. Cut everything out. Next 10 to 12 minutes. Relax. Get back to breath. Be with the breath masters. Go deeper, relax, be with the breath masters. Don't do anything, just be with the breath masters. Peaceful. Be in this state until I call you back. peaceful state. Be here, masters. This is the state of pure consciousness, healing energy, calmness. Let's heal ourselves and others. Please repeat the following affirmations along with me. Be very sincere. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Let the following be the agreements with life. I will be impeccable with my words. I will not take anything personally. I will not make any assumptions. I will do my best at all the times. Be in this state for next few minutes, masters. Last 1 minute. Thirty seconds. Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your palms together. Keep it on your eyelids. Slowly open your eyes to here and now. Meditation means doing nothing. In more than 80 days of practice, when you close your eyes, when thought arises, are you able to be there without doing anything? If something arises, are you able to just see it and not do anything? That's the practice. Once you start doing anything, it starts creating impression in your mind. That impression again sprouts few more thoughts. At the beginning, it is okay. You will flow with it. You will complete it. Come back to breath. So we need to practice not doing anything. Meditation, yoga, chitta vritti nirodha means when something arises, when all senses are shut, not doing anything, not creating further impressions on your mind will reveal yourself. That's a practice what you're saying. It will take you near to the spirit. Thank you so much for meditating with me. Over to you, Vikalji.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sarath, for wonderful and peaceful meditation. Gratitude to you. Thank you. So, dear masters, I hope you all are back now. If not, then take your time and keep coming back. By then, we will invite Master Prithvi to take us through the wisdom session today. As we all know, the theme of this week is return to simplicity. So, over to you, Prithvi.
Thank you, Vikalji, and thank you, Sharath. Friends, the subject that we are going through and what we learned in the last 4 days about simplicity is at the very peripheral level. Everything that we learned was about simplifying the life, but the actual simplicity happens only when we can simplify the identity, when we can simplify the ego. That's the true simplicity. So today, let's see what actually the true simplicity is. So let me share my screen. So simplifying the ego is the actual and the final layer. You can simplify your body, your mind, you can release your emotions from the heart. But if the ego becomes stronger while you do this, nothing really has changed. So the hidden trap in this path is that, friends, as you progress spiritually, a very subtle trap we get into without getting to know it. Like, the more you grow, the more you understand, and the more you practice, slowly you start comparing yourself with others, because you start feeling somewhere that you are learning, you're being different, because people around you will sense that difference and they'll say, oh, something is changing within you. And you start believing that. And subtly, you start comparing yourself. A quiet judgment about others starts to seep in, and that brings in separation. So the judgment takes root and separation starts with, very subtly, we will not even know how the spiritual ego takes in. Though, so the ego does not disappear as you progress in this path, it just becomes spiritual. Previously you were saying, I am more, I am better because I have more, I'm rich, I'm smart, I have achieved more. Right now you will say, I am better because I am spiritual, I have become more aware, I have become more able to manifest things in my life. I've gained powers through meditation, I have healed my body. So the ego has taken a different form. That's it. So we need to understand this ego. Ego is not arrogance, ego is identity attachment. Anything you say as I am this and hold tightly, that becomes your ego. It can be, I'm knowledgeable, I'm disciplined, I'm better, and even I am humble can become ego, because there is I in it. So, how the spiritual ego starts showing up as you progress in the spiritual path is that you judge others' habits. You have become better, you are changing your habit patterns, you see the difference, and then you start comparing, okay, that person is not in the right habit. So you become a critic of what other people start choosing, and you start giving your opinions, you start correcting others through that judgment. And you will start feeling irritated, or you start bothering about those who seem less aware. So subtly that comparison and separation comes in, and silently you will feel a little above others. You start to feel some kind of speciality about yourself, and you start feeling a little superior when compared to others, because now you are more aware, you have more knowledge, you are more spiritual. And this leads to stopping learning. Your growth stops the moment you start feeling superior. You become closed off and stop growing. So this complete spiritual ego doesn't show up very loudly. It happens quietly, and we need to be utterly aware to watch our ego in this path. And you will feel superior. You're not you're still trapped if you feel superior, because it's just a refined cage. You're still in the cage, and you don't need to become nobody. It doesn't mean that losing ego is becoming nobody. It is stopping to try to be somebody else. So simplicity is not about intelligence, friends. It is clarity without ego. If you have clarity and if you have ego, you know what happens? You start acting like Ravana. You see the life lens through Ravana. Ravana, even today in Sri Lanka, people worship him because he had immense intelligence. Students in Sri Lanka, they pray to Ravana before going to examinations, because he had extraordinary knowledge, he had extraordinary powers and wisdom. He was an ardent meditator. He had gained all the powers through meditation, and he had impressed the lords, and he had got the boons, and he was so powerful. But what he lacked was the clarity without ego. He was not simple. He was not rooted in the truth. And he did not take actions which were rooted in the truth. His ego created inner complexity, and that delayed what was right and rushed into what was wrong. So he thought, I have time for liberation, and let me postpone it right now. Let me enjoy the luxury and the comforts of this life. So he rushed into wrong actions and he delayed the right actions because of his ego. And Ravana's problem was not ignorance. He was utterly aware. He had all the knowledge. It was ego which was creating complexity, because complexity was caused because of overthinking that good actions, I can do it later, and justifying what he was doing with his ego, saying that wrong actions are fine for now. So the simplest truth is, friends, if you can simplify your mind without ego, you will start to act on truth immediately. You will not postpone on it. You will not justify or postpone the right actions. If your mind is ego filled, it will complicate even the obvious truth. You will delay the right actions and you will defend the wrong actions. So Ravana's life, in one line, to say it, you can say he was not destroyed because he lacked knowledge. He was destroyed because his ego made the truth complicated. And you know what, actually, when Rama and Lakshmana, when they defeat Ravana, they did not celebrate their victory. Rama said to Lakshmana that Lakshmana, Ravana is a very wise man on his last breath, and you have to go and learn from him. So go to him and take his last message of his life. And that's when Lakshmana goes and asks, what is that you want to tell to me? And what is that I need to learn from you? And Ravana says a very beautiful words that Lakshmana, Shubhasya Shigram, Ashubhasya Kalaharanam, which means whatever the good actions that you need to do it immediately. Don't think about it. I had to work on my liberation, on my enlightenment. I didn't take actions about it. I had all the knowledge about it. I didn't work for it. I didn't prioritize it in my life. I said, okay, let me do it later. And I delayed it. Ashubhasya Kala Haranam, he says. Whatever that I did not want it to do, I did it immediately. Please don't do that. I went with my ego and did wrong things. So whenever you want to scold someone, put out your anger or go with your ego, Kala Haranam, Ashubhasya Kala Haranam, delay it. The wrong actions, delay it. Right actions, do not delay it. Do it right away. That was the final message of Ravana to Lakshmana. And in his final moment, Ravana did not speak as a king. He spoke as a realization. He said, do not delay what is good. Do not rush into what is wrong, because I did both. He did both not because he was not aware or not knowledgeable, because his ego took over everything that he knew, and it made life so complicated. So when the mind is simple, truth is obvious, friends. When ego enters, even the obvious becomes confusing. There wouldn't be any master who was so dedicated towards meditation like Ravana, but he could not tame his ego. And the result, all of us know it. So for this week, not just this week, in this path, please keep returning to the simplicity of ego. Otherwise, whatever you learn, whatever you gain, will not bring a change, will not make any difference. So don't fight your ego, simplify your identity by dropping your labels. Don't think that you're a meditator, you're a seeker, you're a teacher. All the roles need to just fall apart. You have to just be and stay as a student. I have to say this, friends, when I first took a session in 2021 with this group in Hyderabad, I still remember how Sharath, Sampath, they all sat in front of me with a notebook, making the points with what I was teaching. That humbled me so much that they were meditators, teachers of meditation, and they were doing it from past 20 years, and they are ready to learn from a beginner like me. And that humbled me so much, and that keeps me reminding to be a student forever. Stay a student, never stop learning. And that will happen only if you have a beginner's mind. If you think you have meditated for so many days, so many years, the ego kicks in. So every day when you sit for meditation, when you start your day, start it as a beginner with an empty bowl to learn. That is how you simplify your ego. And observe the I. Notice the I without following it. Notice the I whenever it appears. And don't say, whenever you say, I did this, I know this, I am this, just observe. Don't suppress. Just observe the I. And keep returning to awareness, friends, because behind awareness, you will actually get to connect with your true self. So you are not the identities that you're carrying, you are the awareness behind it. So this is how you will return to your true self by simplifying the ego. So 1% declutter challenge of ego is that listen to people around you without correcting them. Because the moment you start correcting them, you're bringing your opinions, judgments. So be a true listener without trying to correct them, and share what they are actually trying to tell. And accept someone's perspective fully. You don't have to put your perspective and say that I know it better, or I am better, or maybe I think differently. Just accept, because people's perspective keep changing. So accept someone's perspective completely. And notice whenever you feel superior, whenever you feel that you're special, you're special because you're meditating, or you're learning, or you're growing, or you're achieving. Whenever you feel superior, notice it, observe it, and do something without needing recognition. That's a true challenge for all of us, because if you're doing something to get recognized, to be seen, to be appreciated, there is the ego that is wanting some identity and to be seen. So try to do something without needing recognition. That's where you start getting into the purity of action. So try to reduce to need of needing to be someone, and start entering into the simplicity, because true simplicity is not what you own, it is about who you think you are. So don't compare, don't compete, don't try to prove anything, just be present, because the soul is already special and complete. And every soul is special, every soul is complete. We don't have to prove it to anybody or compare it with anybody. So return to the simplicity and return to yourself by simplifying your ego, friends. So with this, let's intend for the day. And I have to tell you, before intending for the day, this Ravana story was not at all planned. It just came. It is a coincidence that today being the Ramanavami, we are talking about the simplicity of Rama and how the ego kicked in and took over on a very superior, well-disciplined master like Ravana. So it's very, very important for all of us to learn this lesson on this beautiful, auspicious day, friends. So let's intend for the day. I request all of you to close your eyes and let's intend for the day. Today, I choose to observe the I within me and gently release the need to be someone. I allow all identities to soften so I can rest as pure awareness. I choose to notice when ego arises without judging, without resisting. And I release the need to be better than others. And I return to simple presence. Let me carry this pure presence every moment throughout the day. Thank you. Over to you, Vikalji.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prithvi. Wonderful wisdom sharing and return to simplicity. Thank you very much. So, friends, we will not be having the experience sharing today. It's time to conclude the session. Tomorrow being the Saturday, it's the day of interactions and reflections. So I request all of you, in case if you have any question, please send on the WhatsApp group or be ready with the questions for tomorrow. We will take all the questions and answer them. So tomorrow again, same time, we'll meet. By then, take care of yourself. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Namaste.